How long have you been up here, Barney?
I've skied here ever since it was built in 1970, so this is season number 44.
And how long have you been up here, Jim?
Same amount of time, except
Same amount of time.
I left and skied some other resorts, but I still was only gone 2 years because I registered at both patrols here in Snow Basin and in Powder Mountain.
So who's been here longer?
I've been here 3 weeks longer than he has.
Yeah, we figured out one time, based on the elevation and how many runs we make an average a year, that we've probably done somewhere around 50 million vertical feet.
Wow.
Maybe.
During our ski.
If we figured right, we probably figured wrong, being as old as we are.
Named Barney's Way, and it was about the first year that Wolf Creek bought the resort. We were working on the lift towers down here, and I was working for Wolf Creek in the late fall to get the resort ready, and I was working on a lift tower, and we needed a tool. And I jumped on an ATV and headed down the mountain to go to the shop and get the tool, found a wash in the mountain, stuck a wheel in the wash, and I rolled the ATV right over the top of me, 750 pounds. Went right over the top of me and broke a leg and broke a couple of ribs. Well, 2 days later, a committee of women were meeting to rename the ski runs, because Wolf Creek had just bought the resort. They were renaming the ski runs. And when they did, I was laid up with the broken ribs and the legs, and they named the run Barney's Way. And when I called my son and told him that they named it, he says, "Well, that's really great, Dad." He says, "You know, there's only two kinds of people that get ski runs named after them: Olympic champions and dead guys." And I said, "Well, maybe they thought I was going to die."
The strangest thing you've seen here at...
The motor bag incident, when a guy who had a motor bag on fell, bursted his motor bag, and we thought it was a major trauma situation. So we showed up with all the bells and whistles, and then got closer, and you could smell the alcohol. And he woke up, said, "Where's my motor bag?" And we had to tell him it was empty.
Yeah, I'm ready if you're ready. What are some of the changes you've seen in this business?
Skiing Snow Basin, I could buy a day pass for $1.75 for an all-day pass. You could buy a 50-ride ticket for $5, and they'd punch it each time you went through the lift line. So what we used to do is, if you could get 17 or more rides, that was a dime a ride. If you could get 17 or more rides, we'd buy the day pass. If you couldn't, we'd use our 50-ride ticket. And an adult pass was $2.50, and there was only one single chair that went up. Sometimes a 45-minute lift line, and nobody even cared. Didn't know anything any better. And you know, I've watched that grow to high-speed quads and gondolas and $105, $110 lift tickets over the time that I've been skiing, and it's amazing. So it's one of those things. If you live long enough, you get a ski run named after you. Even if you don't die and you're not an Olympic champion, sometimes you get a ski run named after you.